on this today, we are going to go back a little bit here for the adult class. I want to get back to some things we've been neglecting for a little while, which are our 9-count drills. I want to make sure that we've got the 9 stances, 9 steps, 9 blocks, 9 punches, 18 kicks, and then I want to do the elbow drill and make sure we get 7, 8, 9 of the elbow drill. And then we're going to work some striking skill sets. So if you have a bag, you can set a bag up. If not, you can work on your mat. We're going to work in a circular pattern for some stuff. We're going to get a little bit of exercise today. We're going to do some half-step work. We're going to do some kick work and some punching work. So if you got a bag you can hit, a stand-up bag, we'll use it. If you don't, you'll be punching in the air. Okay? It's whatever you got. We can use a bag, or you can put something up like a chair and move around the chair and just not actually hit it. Obviously, you don't want to punch a chair.
A chair, pillow, just anything you can
Right.
put on the ground and mark it.
I prefer something that sits up in the air a little bit, like a chair, if you've got it. But if you don't, you throw a pillow on the ground. I just prefer it higher.
And you might want to get a chair because that's a pretty common thing to
Where
have.
do we put it?
So we don't need it right now. When we're ready for it, you're going to want to put it in the middle of wherever you're going to be. Like if this was mine because I don't have a bag, I'd put it right in the middle so I can go around it. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be using it as a center point for moving around. Okay, for movement drills. Okay,
So,
all right.
everyone,
But right now, let's warm up. Let's do our 9-count drills. Okay? We don't need anything in our space right now. These are 9-count drills.
nice and doing, everybody. Get together, arms out. Attention. Bowing in, everyone. Everyone, let's do 20 jumping jacks. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice. Everyone, let's do 30 knee lifts. We're going to lift your knee up all the way up to your elbow, okay? Try to keep those hands up. 30. 1, 2, high as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Get those knees up,
15,
Brian. Good job, buddy. Good job.
17, 18,
Come on, Devin.
19,
Fletcher, we're starting.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Everyone, let's stretch out our shoulders a bit. Stretch out your
We
shoulders.
need this. Stretch your shoulders out. Swing those arms.
out.
Arms out, Brian.
Right, look what we're doing.
There you go.
1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What are you doing, Fletcher? We're not doing this one yet. We're doing this one.
It's all right. Let's get to it. Come on.
Everyone, arms up over your head. Not just your hands, your whole arms, okay?
Get your arms up, Brian. Let's see it, buddy. Raise those arms up higher. Up higher, Brian. There you go. Good job, buddy.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Everyone, let's go the other way now. 1,
Arms all the way up.
2,
Up, Brian.
3, 4, 5.
There you go, Brian.
6,
Good job.
7, 8, 9, and 10.
See all the things you can do when you don't have holes in your shirts? This is great.
All right, everyone. I'm going to go through our stance drill. 9-count stances, all right? Sure those hands are up, knees are bent. Good deep stances, hands up. And H stance right. 2, H stance left. Try to keep those hands up, everyone. 2, L stance right. 2, L stance left.
Devin, try to stay a nice, even, low stance even when you come together so your head doesn't go up and down. Try not to bob up and down.
Left. 2, Python right. 2,
Turn your body a little more, Chris. Drive it all the way over and then all the way over the other side.
2.
That
Cat
was over
stance
first,
right.
but he didn't over second.
2. Cat stance left.
Cat stance, Brian.
Hands up, everyone.
Get your toe
Gonna
up.
bend
Good.
those knees, not your back, okay? 2. Crane right. 1, 2, 3, and down. Crane left. 1, 2, 3, and down. Everyone. Turn your foot. Crossover step. Hand and elbow up.
There you go.
2.
Show him a deeper stance, Simon. Show him how deep it can be
What
on this one.
Step
See,
up.
look how far out you can go. You can go out full shoulder width or more on that step.
2.
Those feet can go far apart.
Turn your foot behind. Crossover.
Good.
Hand
Those are
elbow
good
up.
deep stances. Much better.
2.
Guys, much better, you guys.
Turn your foot behind you. Left foot. Crossover. Right. Hand and elbow up.
That's it. Get your elbow a little higher, Devin. That's good. You don't want your elbow down low. You want it up high in front of your face. Yes, sir. Good job.
Turn your right foot. 45. Crossover. Left. Hand and elbow up.
See how Cy Miles' arm is up over his chin, Brian? Good job, man.
2.
Good, Fletcher.
Left foot.
Fletcher's a
45.
ninja.
Crossover. Hand and elbow up. 2. And 2. All right, everyone, that's looking pretty good. Remember, try to keep those knees bent. Try to keep those hands up. Saw some drooping hands a little bit.
Yeah, I did see some drooping hands. There's also something, Chris. I'll use you as an example, but I saw this in everybody. There's a tendency of recovery versus changing lines. Okay, what I mean by the most obvious example of this in the stance drill is the Python stance, and so we step out into our H. Okay, we step out H stance right. We drive our elbow all the way over here, and then this one just goes to the front as we recover. And that's no good. It needs to go all the way over here with a deep turn, and the elbow has to go all the way to the wall. And then this one has to come all the way to this wall. So we've got to make sure that we're crossing the line and doing a double lean. Okay? Some of our stances require us leaning or making an extra movement. The cross stance does it in a smaller way. The cross stance, a lot of times we turn and we just go to here, but we leave our weight on the back foot because we're not finishing the step. Okay? So it's the same thing. I put my weight on this foot, but now I've got to put it on this foot. So we've got to get used to that. I turn to this way, but now I have to turn this way. I can't just turn this way and come back and stop. Okay? So let's make sure in our stance drill, when we're supposed to go to both sides, we do. When we're supposed to shift weight between the legs, we do. And we don't leave everything on this leg right here, and this foot just stays here. We drop the weight in, and then we shift our weight all the way one to another. That's an important note for the stance drill. Let's go on, Brian. You ready?
Everybody, we're going to move on to the stepping. Remember, stay light on your feet, stay relaxed. But just because we're keeping our feet loose and our body loose doesn't mean that we can just drift to where we need to be.
All night.
Everyone, hands up, get set. Let's go, stay loose, stay relaxed.
We're going to do all 9 tonight, not just 8.
Not this relaxed.
You're not so relaxed that we're yawning and passing out. Let's go taking a nap.
Everyone, side step right. Nice. 2. Side step left.
A little more energy, guys. Explode.
2.
Get out of the way.
Back step right. Remember, good end stance. Try not to turn into a cat. 2. Back step left. Try to keep those hands in. 2. Forward step right. 2. Forward step left. 2. Drag step right. 2. Drag step left. 2. Back step right bar. Back step left bar. Forward step right. Switch step. 2. Forward step left. Switch step. 2. And step out right. Crossover left. Turn. 2. Step out left. Crossover right. Turn. 2. Step back right. Crossover left. Turn. 2. Step back left. Crossover right. Turn. 2. Now everyone, be aware of the space that you have because you don't want to bump into anything for this one. If you need to, you can move back a bit, start from a farther away point. Step forward right, cross over left, turn, and drag your right foot forward. 2. Try to keep those hands up, seeing some drooping hands. Step forward left, cross over right, turn, drag your left foot forward. 2. And 2. Everyone, those are pretty good. Try to make sure you explode in your movement. Try to make sure you can get from A to B nice and quick. I mean,
Dynamic movement we're looking for. Dynamic. Energy. High energy, explosive movement.
and make sure to keep those hands up. Saw some times where our hands are drooping down a little bit, whether it was one hand or both. Make sure you keep those hands up.
It doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter how fast you are. Doesn't matter how hard you hit. It doesn't matter how hard you kick. If your hands are down and they hit you first in the head, you're probably going to lose. Okay? Doesn't matter how many years you train to defend yourself from a bad guy. If you train wrong and your hands are down here and they hit you up here, you're probably going to lose. Okay? Overwhelmingly, in a violent altercation, because you're the good guy, the bad guy's going to try to hit you first because you're a good guy. You're not going around hitting people. So that means you need to be in a position to protect yourself from a strike before you fight back because you are the good guy. You have to get into a habit of having your hands up here all the time because that's where the bad guy's going to hit you. Because if he does, he's probably going to win. So obviously, he's going to hit where he has the best chance of winning the fight quickly. All right? Overwhelmingly, the first person to get hit really hard loses in real life. So keep your hands up and protect your life support. There is nothing more important than that for self-defense. Okay? Protecting your life support through deflection, interference, and movement. Okay? Evasion, yes. Protection, yes. Deflection, yes. Without those, nothing else you learn is going to be able to be employed. No punches, no kicks, no nothing, because they're going to hit you square in the face and the fight's already over. Protect yourself.
All right. Speaking of protecting yourself, blocking.
Woo! Blocking drill. Let's do it.
Good bend knees. X up high. Good turning and leaning. Everybody.
Here we go. Blocking drill. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Everybody. Overhead block right.
Exhale and hit hard.
Overhead block left.
Punch with the forearm bones.
Outside block right.
Punch.
Outside block left.
Strong.
Low block right.
Use your whole body.
Come on, Brian. Eyes up here. Low
Come on,
block
Brian.
left.
Look forward, Brian. We're blocking drill.
Open cross right. Open cross left. Open.
Nice, Devin. Good strength.
Hook right.
Fast speed. Good.
Hook left. Cover drop. Sweep right.
Nice, Chris.
Drop. Sweep left.
Good, Fletcher. Come on, buddy.
And open. Lift up. Crane block right. 1, 2, 3, and down.
Come on, Brian. Pick your foot up, Brian.
1, 2, 3, and
Yeah, Brian. Good job.
down. X. Right over left. Remember, the hand that's on top goes in close. Paddle wheel. Switch. Paddle wheel. X. Cover right. Slip left. Scrape
Very nice.
left. Slip right. Scrape. 2.
So on this last technique, guys, if Simon Miles throws a punch at me and I cover, right? So that's great. If that works, that's wonderful. If my elbow breaks his fist, that's beautiful. But most likely he's throwing that punch and I'm going to be a little late, so I'm going to push it over here and he's going to grab me. Okay? So if I do this, It doesn't work. He's still holding on to me and punching. Okay? In order for the slip to work, I have to turn the other way. Remember I was saying with the python, we have to get in the habit of turning all the way? I lean all the way on this leg. Now I have to lean all the way on the other leg. Okay? To do this slip. Then I can scrape. Okay? And if I want to hit him, I can punch and scrape. And my arm's right here for the punch. Okay? So remember, even though I'm scraping, I'm still punching with the forearm. It's still a block. Punch with the forearm. Right? If you train these with a partner and you do them full speed and full strength, you're only going to be able to train them for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
You're going to have bruises all over your forearm. And believe me, we did. Big black and blue bruises up here all the time. I don't do that with you guys because for the most part, I think you need to experience that, but you don't need to train that. I think that's old school training that leads to long-term damage.
Yeah, we're a modern world now.
We're a modern world. If you have to do these blocks, it's probably 30 seconds in your life and you'll never have to do it again. So there's no need to train your forearms to not feel any pain. Go ahead and feel pain on your forearms. Just keep doing it anyway. Okay? But we don't need to overtrain it. We don't need to black and blue ourselves and bruising our bones and micro fractures.
Yeah.
You know? All right. So, but it doesn't excuse you from the knowledge and the necessity of going hard, hit hard, slip hard, scrape hard, right? And this hand's right here. It's not here. It's here. Right here. All right, so it's faster. Next.
Okay, everyone. Punching. We want to see the same good turns, same good leans, same good power, okay? Everyone. Cover and chamber. Punch and drill. Short punch right. Short punch left. Long punch right. Long punch left. Uppercut right. Uppercut left. Hook right. Hook left. Drop stick right. Stick left. Draw right. Draw left. Cover drop. Rising right. And drop. Rising left. Raise. Hammer fist right.
Look at his feet.
Raise. Hammer fist left.
Okay? It's not stepping. He's popping his heels as he turns.
Raise. Cobra right.
Straight out, straight at the eye. Aim, aim, aim.
Cobra left.
Look at what you're hitting. Look at what you're hitting. When I do Cobra, which I don't do much anymore, but when I trained the Cobra and I had my hand up here, I had to look at something and I would pick a dot this big. It would be the size of a quarter, and I would put an imaginary quarter right here. And I would put a quarter right there, now get out of the way, and that's where I'd hit, at the quarter. I wouldn't aim for in front of me. I would aim for a quarter hanging eyeball height in front of me directly in the center. That's where I'd aim. So the Cobra punch only works if you hit the right spot. Okay? So you have to be accurate. Okay? It has to hit what you're aiming at. So if you don't practice aiming, you're not developing the right thing. You got to aim your punch. Okay?
Right.
Now, you don't want to overtrain that, but you could very easily hang a piece of paper off of a door jamb, put a circle on it, and punch the circle 5 times. See if you can hit the circle.
That's a really difficult one to do. I think the closest one that I got was like a decent slight triangle tear, like slightly off on the thing. It was still not great.
Yeah.
So, all right, everyone. Let's move on. 18 count kicking.
What? 18 count kicking?
Yep. 18 count kicking. So, remember, good bent knees. Try not to throw your kicks full power. We aren't trying to throw ourselves all over the room. So, hands up, get set. Good bent knees. Good control, all right? Everyone, check right. Check left. Front knee right. Front knee left. Roundhouse knee right. Roundhouse knee left. Forward stomp right. Forward stomp left. Snapping front kick right. Snapping front kick left. Thrusting front kick right. Thrusting front kick left. Cross stomp right. Cross stomp left. Snapping side kick right. Snapping side kick left. Thrusting side kick right. Thrusting side kick left. And shovel kick right. Shovel kick.
Keep your hands up, Brian. You're doing a good job, buddy.
Roundhouse kick right.
Turn your hips over, Brian.
Roundhouse kick
There
right.
you go.
High as you can. Snapping roundhouse right. Snapping roundhouse left.
Kick.
And now inside crescent right.
Hit to the inside of your foot.
Inside.
Hit with the inside of your foot.
Now we're going to go the other direction. Outside
Hit with the outside of your foot.
crescent right. Outside crescent left. J kick or heel hook right. Heel hook left.
We got to work on that one. Keep your balance. Keep working, Chris. Work that balance, buddy.
Everyone, look away from the camera. Back.
Point
side.
your elbow to the back wall and side kick with that right foot. Right elbow, right kick.
And
Turn to the back, point your left elbow, left kick.
back.
Kick backwards.
Side kick left.
Away from the camera.
And
To the rib.
step forward with your right. Hand out. Try not to drop
Keep your other hand up in front of your face, Devin. Don't drop your other hand down.
And crocodile tail.
There you
right.
go.
And step forward left, hand out left, and crocodile tail left. 2. Everyone, step forward right, push right, turn, drop your hand to your hip,
Heel kick your hand.
and turn,
And step through with it.
step through.
So you heel kick and step through.
It's like taking a big old exaggerated step forward.
Yep. Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yep.
Kick and step.
All right, let's try with our left. Step forward left and push, turn, drop it to your hip, big old step, step on through and turn. 2.
When I turn around, look where my hands are when I turn around.
Gotta keep those up.
After I turn, my hands are still up. Okay? Now, everybody stand up. Let's go over a few things in the kicking. I want to go over 3 things. First one is side kicks. Okay? When we do the side kicks, when we do a snapping side kick, we're doing a check knee, and then we're snapping the edge of our foot out into someone else's knee. So basically, if Simon Miles and I are messing with each other and we're doing our sideways stances, he's checking and then he's driving the outside edge of his foot into my knee. It's the outside edge. He's not using his heel. He's actually rotating down and hitting with the outside edge. That way he can send all that power to the outside edge of his foot on a really thin line right at the knee. And the idea of that snapping side kick is to create trauma to the knee for the interior and the anterior cruciate ligaments and everything else in your knee. Not just those two, but those are the easiest ones to damage. Snapping in with the edge of the foot with that snapping side kick. Sorry, let me back up so you can see me. With a snapping side kick, it's the edge, not the heel. I'm not kicking in with the whole bottom of the foot. I'm actually kicking with the edge turned down, the blade, they call it, the blade of the foot. Then, the third side kick, the thrusting side kick, I'm not doing a check knee. I'm going to the check, but I'm continuing past my leg. So I'm what's called a piston up. My leg goes across and up in a circle. It does this, crossing up. Okay? It goes across and up. Okay? Across and out. And that I am sinking in with the heel or the ball of my foot. I like heel Some people like to send the ball of their foot out, and they're very efficient and very effective with that. And that's a very good kick. Different systems have different kicks, okay? I like the heel. I like to just sink my heel or the whole flat of my foot. Just like to stomp you and knock you out of the way is what I like with my power kicks. Okay, so that's the first thing. Make sure your snapping side kick is check, edge of the foot, check. And your thrusting is piston, whole foot, check. Okay? Make sure those are different kicks. Now, here's another one I want to work on with you guys. Crescent kicks and heel hook kicks in our system are almost always in conjunction with grabbing somebody. Almost always. So, if we're messing around and we having a fight and we're having a problem and we're punching around, I might do an outside crescent kick after I grab Cy Miles. When he comes out here and I do this, I might do this, outside crescent to the leg. So the crescent's really low. I might just do an outside crescent kick to his leg and pull him. So if I push down the knee and pull his hand, I'm pulling him off balance. And he can't really throw a punch with the other hand because he's too busy falling. Okay? Yeah, I had to pull that foot. I didn't want to accidentally hurt you.
That's right.
So that's a crescent kick. But when we're practicing them, we're doing this, right? Or this. And we're working the crescent. Because that circular motion is how I get around his leg and behind his knee. Instead, we always say, especially the inside crescent, stand on the calf muscle. So put your, yeah, good, that's fine. Do that foot forward. If I'm switching up here, and I do this one that's inside, stand on the calf muscle. That's my crescent kick. I'll stand on it. Stand. Right? So the kick comes in and around, but I stand and I step down on it. And oof, that does a lot of damage to your opponent. So crescent kicks are typically very small. Now a heel hook kick, a crescent kick, they also can be higher if you're getting into animal systems, Brian. So the panther uses crescents and heel hook kicks a lot. Okay? A lot. All right? So panther might, I'm going to put a hand down, I don't care which one. So a panther might attack here and do a inside crescent to bend him down, right? And then an outside crescent or heel hook to hit him, okay? Now if I've got him down, get lower like I'm fooling you down. I might come around, boom, and then strike here and step down. That's a heel hook kick. Just that wham to my hammer fist. Okay? That's a move in the form, actually. So it's a crescent kick and a heel hook kick around the arm. Yeah, we have a question here. You have a question? Or are you just doing this? Devin? What's up, man?
I was just doing this.
Okay. Come on, guys. Let's get focused. Everybody stand up. All right. And the third thing I want to talk about is the crocodile tail. Okay? Everybody step forward with your right foot. Put your right hand out, thumb down. Now, when you crocodile tail, you've got to turn your body. You got to keep your hand up here. Do not bring your hand down to your foot. Bring your foot up to your hand. My hand doesn't go down. My foot comes up. Okay? The foot comes up. The crocodile tail is another kick that is utilized in a gripping or close quarters situation. Okay? Cy Miles is here. Put it forward. Okay? Cy Miles is here. I might step across here, do this kick, and here's my crocodile tail. Wham! Right? This doesn't do me any good. If I'm used to throwing my hand down here, how is this going to help? Around him and do this. That doesn't work. If I'm here and I've got to kick him there, the crocodile tail has to come up and hit him. All right? So we have to get used to bringing the foot up higher. Here, not here. Okay? This doesn't do any good. Hit my ankle. No. Ankle has to hit my hand. Okay? So keep your hand up in the air and kick it with your ankle. Up here. All right? All right, good. Let's move on.
Everyone, last one we're going to do for the night, and then we're going to move on into some more of a workout situation here. All right, so everyone, we're going to do our elbows. Elbows. I hope you remember those
First
shoulder
6.
stretches we did, and hope you remember the first 6 because we're going through 9, right?
Yep, let's go.
What's up with this, Fletcher? Come on, hands up.
Come on, Fletcher! Show me what you got, buddy.
There we are. Awesome. Everyone, covering elbow right. Covering elbow left. Nice. And hooking elbow right. Hand up. Hooking elbow left. Turn that body. Sweeping elbow right. Sweeping elbow left. Uppercut right. Uppercut elbow left. Use that shoulder. Diving hop right. Diving hop left. Bend those knees down and up. Rising hop right. Rising hop left. And reach out and shooting star right. Shooting star left. Punch it in. Punch with that shoulder. And turn. Lightning bolt right. Over here. Lightning bolt left. Grab left. Stake elbow right.
Good.
Grab right. Stake and elbow left.
Help him with those last 3 again, Silas. Make sure you got the last 3 really good.
Everyone, let's go through that again. Remember, the shooting star is very simple. We just have to punch straight out, leading with the elbow. Turn your body and lean. That's what drives the power.
You're punching. You just punch with your elbow instead of your fist. It's just a punch. Extend that shoulder and punch.
Shooting star, left. Then our right hand comes across right here. And then it's the same thing as our sweeping elbow, except instead it's going to our front. And left hand over to your right side. Lightning bolt, left. Grab left. Right hand comes up here. Turn lean. Drop that weight. Staking elbow. And grab. Drop that weight. Turn lean. Staking elbow. Left. 2.
Right. Good. So we got to remember that these things, we can't overthink it. I mean, we got to remember everything we're doing, but we can't overthink it either, guys. Remember that your sweeping elbow is the same as number 8. Okay, they're the same. Across and out. Across and out. Okay, it just requires more of our body to get into it. Okay, it's still this elbow. Okay, so the sweep does this, the other one does this. Okay, one goes down and out, one goes across and out. That's it, but it's still the same elbow, right? Punching elbow, punch with your elbows. And this one, of course, everybody likes. The stake everybody likes. Sounds easy. Right, Brian? All right. Do you have a bag? Get your bag out. If you don't have a bag, bring out a chair or something and put it in the center of your space to work. All right, get a bag or a chair. Let's go.
All right. Everybody.
I'm going to use a chair. Simon's got a bag.
So,
I'm just going to use this chair.
looks like we only have time for a few rounds, but
Yep, we're going to do 3 rounds.
what we're going to do is we're going to work our back a little bit. Mostly, we're going to be working on our movement. Remember your half step. Remember the half step?
Yep, focus on your half step, Chris. Michelle, you're a superhero. All right.
Yep. So try to keep those hands up. Try to make.
Devin, got something out? A chair or something? Good. All right. Fletcher, you got a chair or something out?
That'll work.
Okay. That'll work just great. Stand up. No sitting down. We don't sit down during class, man. Come on now, goofball. All right. Let's go. Everybody find your spot. Brian, get a spot you can circle around. I need you to put a chair or a pillow on the ground or something like a bag that you can use. Okay? I want you to have a pillow. You put the pillow on the ground. That's great. Brian, we're going to circle our pillow. Brian, we're going to move around our pillow. First round is half stepping, okay? Switching directions, moving, keeping your eyes on the center thing the whole time. Don't do this. This doesn't work. I'm not looking. I have to be here. I'm looking at it the whole time. Looking at it the whole time. Keeping my eyes on the target. Keep looking at the pillow, Brian. Keep watching the chairs. And move. 2 minutes of half step, wide to regular. No feet together. No shuffling. Just half stepping. You all know half stepping. Let's do it. Get up. Get your hands up. Practice keeping your hands in front of your face. Keep one foot in front of the other. Circle for 2 minutes. Miles, you got it?
3, 2, 1, go.
Just circle. And you don't have to circle always the same direction. Stop. Circle the other way. Just half step, half step. Stop. Move around. Go lighter on your feet. Go a little faster. Then slow down and go slower. Then switch direction. Always keeping your eye on your target. Stay light on your feet. Move around. Go backwards. Go forwards. In, out. Move around. Keep your eyes. Keep on your light on your feet. Circle around your pillow. Don't just do this. Don't turn your back on your chair. Face the chair the whole time.
Face your target.
You should not be going sideways around the chair. You should be facing it. The front of you should face your chair or your pillow. The front of your body, you should be in an in stance for half stepping. In, not H, not L. In stance. My toes are pointing at the chair.
Right. Halfway there, everyone. Halfway
Move the other way. A little faster. My toes are still pointing at the chair. Moving back the other way. Slowing down, coming in, coming out. Pointing at the chair. My toes are pointing at the chair. I'm moving a little bit backwards. I'm moving a little bit forwards. My toes are always pointing at the chair. Brian, keep your hands up. Circle the chair, Brian. Go around the pillow, Brian. Go around the pillow. Good job. Keep your hands up, Fletcher.
Move, move, move. 30 seconds.
We're almost there, guys. Show me a little discipline. Show me a little focus. Get through it. We aren't even punching or kicking. We're just moving. Okay? You can get wider circles, narrower circles. You can go forward towards the chair, back away from the chair, move to the right, move to the left. Devin, switch directions.
10 seconds.
Switch directions for the rest of it, Devin. Practice going the other way.
5.
That's it. You can move 2 different directions in a circle.
2, 1.
Time. Stop right there. Good. Now you get a 2-minute rest while I talk to you, but do not sit down. Stand up. No sitting down. Back up. The next drill you're going to do is actually fairly easy. You're going to get your thing, whatever it is. Doesn't matter if it's a pillow or anything else. And this class is going to do roundhouse kicks. First class we did a little bit of both. And then last class we did front kicks. This class we're going to do roundhouse kicks. And we're going to do range of motion kicking. Brian, look at me.
Stand up, everyone. It's good.
No sitting down. We are going to kick the bag, Chris. All right? But do not kick it hard. This is actually a light touch. We're going to light touch this kicking drill, okay? And we're going to go low, middle, high. So you don't need to kick it hard. Chris, it doesn't matter if it's a hard base, okay? Because you're not kicking hard. And what we're going to do is we're going to line up with 1 foot forward. We're going to take our back foot, and we're going to roundhouse kick low and recover. Roundhouse kick to the middle and recover. Roundhouse kick up high and recover. Switch. Do the other leg. Roundhouse kick low.
Yep.
Roundhouse kick middle.
Work your levels.
Roundhouse kick high.
Notice how
Switch. You see I'm not hitting hard?
He's focusing on control and technique.
I'm looking at my bag. I'm looking at my thing. You don't need to worry about how it's set up. You don't need to worry if it's a chair or not, Fletcher. 3 kicks. Low, middle, high, right. Switch. Low, middle, high, left. Switch. Low, middle, high, right. Low, middle, high, left. You're going to do that for 2 minutes.
Yep. You don't even need to hit it.
Don't even.
It wasn't hitting.
You see, I'm not kicking it. Look. Low, I'm barely touching it. Middle, barely touching it. High, not even touching it. Ready? Here we go.
Hands up. It's up.
Ready? Hands up.
1.
Go. Low roundhouse kicks. Reset. Middle roundhouse kick. Reset. High roundhouse kick. Switch feet. low, reset, middle, reset. Throw your kicks, Brian, high. I picked roundhouse for you, Brian. Turn your hips over. Turn your hips over. Remember, every kick, put your leg on the table. Low, small table. Middle table. High table. Switch. Low. Middle.
Can't see you, Devin.
High. Can't see you, Devin. You're pointing at the ceiling. Can't see you, man. Let's go. Go, go, Brian. Kick. Roundhouse kick, Brian. Look at Cy Miles. Do your roundhouse kicks. Keep your hands up, Fletcher. It doesn't do any good to have your hands down here. This is wrong. They have to be up here. Keep your hands up in front of your face, not your chest, not your belly, not your shoulders, your face.
You're already way done.
That's only one way. Keep your hands up, Brian. Roundhouse kicks, Brian. 3.
Middle. High.
Low. Middle. High. Switch. Low. Middle. High. Switch. Low. Middle. Come on, guys.
Hands up.
High. Switch.
30
Low.
seconds left. Who's gonna
Keep
win?
going. Keep going, middle. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Who's gonna win?
Switch, come on.
That guy.
Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. A low kick, a middle kick, a high kick. Work your range of motion. Turn your hips over, Chris. You got to turn sideways when you roundhouse kick. Turn sideways, Brian. Turn your hips over. Don't kick like this.
10
Kick like this.
seconds. Go, go, go.
You got to turn your hips over. That's what we're practicing. Turn your hips over.
1 and time.
Time, rest. So that's hard. But a roundhouse kick, guys, the roundhouse kick, you look at me. The roundhouse kick, you have to turn your foot out so that your body can turn sideways to roundhouse kick. You cannot point your toe forward and do a good roundhouse kick. It holds up your hips. Your toe has to turn out. Yeah, great. Get focused on karate, please. Turn your toe out so your body can turn over sideways for the roundhouse kick. Okay, you've got to turn your body and turn your hips 90 degrees. Your hip has to turn 90 degrees to do a good roundhouse kick. I can't do a roundhouse kick facing here. I got to turn. My body has to turn to do a roundhouse kick. Okay? All right, last one. We're going to move around the bag. Chris, you're going to punch the bag as you move around the bag. The rest of you guys, you're going to punch over top of your chair. Brian, you're going to punch over top of your pillow. Okay? So your pillow's on the ground, Brian, and I want you to punch over top of the pillow as you move. And I want you to move both directions. Move backwards and forwards, throwing your punches. You can throw one long punch, or you can throw 2 long punches. That's it. I don't want hooks. I don't want uppercuts. I want jab or cross or jab cross. That's it. And they have to go over top of your chair. Chris, yours have to hit the bag. Okay? You're going to step in and punch over your chair.
Yep. Try not to
Go the other way. Go 2 punches. Turning my shoulders, always punching over top of the chair. The chair is the bad guy.
Yep.
Okay? The pillow is the bad guy, Brian.
Yep.
Stand up, Brian.
10 seconds.
No sitting down, Brian. We're going to circle, 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 and punch, punch, punch. You ready? Not yet, Chris. Not yet. And I only want you to throw 1 or 2 punches, Chris. 1 or 2, and then stop.
Go.
Okay, go. 1, 2, stop. 1, stop. Punch, punch, stop. You only 1 or 2 punches. Okay? Look at me, everybody. Keep going, but look at me. When I throw a punch, 1 punch. 1, 2. 1. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right on that, just go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Take your time, throw good punches. Try to punch left, right each time. Put your left foot forward and try to punch left, right. Left, left, right. Left, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right. Okay? Keep moving. Come on, Brian. Circle and punch, Brian.
Come on, Brian.
Brian, circle, circle, circle. Move, move, move. Punch, Brian, punch. Good. That's it, Brian. Keep your hands up. Punch. Punch, Brian. Punch, punch. Keep it up here. Keep your hands up high. Punch, punch. High. Punch, punch. High. Come on, Brian. Keep your hands up.
Halfway
Keep your hands
there.
up.
Halfway there.
Good. Look at me, Brian. You're doing good. Look at me. Punch, punch.
Guys, punch from your face, not your belly. See,
Punch from up here, man. Not from down here. Turn your shoulders when you punch. Turn your shoulders. Turn your hips. Pivot on the balls of your feet. Turn and punch. Turn and punch. Circle, 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 Chris. Good job. Come on, guys. Come on, Fletcher. You're punching from your belly, Fletcher. You're punching from your ribs. Get your hands in front of your face. Punch from your face. Punch chair and back. Your hands have to stay up here.
30 seconds.
Punch, punch, forehead. Punch, punch,
Get
forehead.
this bad guy up. 30 seconds left. Go, go, go.
Come on. 30 seconds left. Keep your hands up.
Move, move, move.
Devin, your hands are dropping down shoulders. Get your hands up higher.
Move, move,
Put them up
move.
here. Punch.
Keep
Keep
on
them
going,
up.
don't
Keep them
stop.
up. Keep them up. Keep them up. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch. Keep your hands up here. You should be able to touch your hand.
10 seconds.
Let's go. Who wants it? 10 seconds.
Finish
Who
off
wants to
that guy.
survive?
Get him.
Who wants to survive? You got 10 seconds till help arrives and you can get away.
2, 1. Time.
Stop. Rest. Don't sit down. Just rest. No sitting. No sitting. Good. Everybody. Feet together, arms out. Attention. H stance right. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Go slower. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Fletcher, do the waterfall with me. You ready? Breathe in through your nose and raise your arms.
Relax.
Breathe out through your mouth. Feet together, arms out. Attention. Bow. Guys, when we start doing drills like this, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. If you kind of halfway through it, you're getting half out of it what you could. You relax your arms, teaching yourself to do the wrong thing. It's up to you. I'm going to be doing a lot of physical fitness-based work, a lot of self-defense-based work, a lot of striking skill sets. That's what we did. If you don't work them hard, you don't learn it the right way, you learn bad habits. I'm teaching it the right way. It's up to you to practice. But these require commitment to practice.
Yep, there's only so much we can do when we're not in the same building, you know?
Right. And even then, there's nothing I can do if you choose not to do full strength, full speed, full focus, full discipline. There's nothing I can do about that. It's up to you. All right. Talk to you later, guys. You're all awesome.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Ming lava.
Have a good evening. And bye everyone on oneworldma.com.
Yeah, that's you guys.